Good morning, welcome back to Crochet Box. Tracy here, and I was rudely awakened this morning by violent banging on the door, and I looked at the clock and it was 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was like really violently knocking, and you know, that startles you at the best of times without being asleep and woken up from it. And it turned out it was the wind. The wind was so bad. I don't mean mine, obviously. Where are we? I've got to do it now, I think. Yeah, it wasn't that wind. It was the howling wind. It was swirling the trees around at the front. Obviously I had to get up and investigate, and I don't know if it was the wind or just Gary didn't shut it too well, but the door from the kitchen was open, so maybe I could hear it more because the actual doors weren't shut. But oh, it was really windy. So I didn't get back off after that. That was it. I've been awake since 6. So you might think, why have you not done your video already? And what have you been up to kind of waste all that time? Well, I had a little pamper, a little pedicure of my feet, and I had my shower, obviously first, and then did that, and then I put all my creams on, and pampered my whole self, and I did some derma rolling, but not my face. I did this area, so if it looks a little pink, that's why. I decided, because I have several of these derma rollers, that I was going to try and get rid of the crepey skin that I might have now on my bingo wings, and the bingo wings, see what it does to that. So I've decided to do all this area, and my chesticle, because I thought, you know, the décolletage, I've heard it called décolleté, I have no idea what you're supposed to go. I just call it chest. So you know, let's call it what it is. Chest. No, that's my neck. Chest. Anyway, I'm just being flippant. Sorry. I decided to do that area and see if it does work. Now, also, some of the creams that I bought in the first place, like the hyaluronic acid, was quite high strength one. And if you can't, I have tolerated it on my face. I haven't got any white spots or anything like that. So they say what you can't tolerate on your face, your body takes. So I thought, well, I've got loads of this stuff. So I used that, and I'm going to go for it. I'm really going to go for it and see if I can't puncture myself into a younger body and mush. So I started my videos over there on Rocksteady about it, and I did show how I do it, but not necessarily on my face, but I did actually show it. So I will do these updates periodically for a little look, see how it's all going. So that I did as well, and I put my eye drops in because I went to the doctor yesterday, and it turns out I have 2 separate problems in my eye, because the lid is kind of got some problem, and the whites are a different problem. Now the whites are blepharitis, which I had as a child, and although I didn't have any of that white crusty stuff, the lid is conjunctivitis. So I've got myself some medicated drops now, and I have to put through them 4 times a day. The bottle is really hard to squeeze, and he said just get 1 drop. I was like, yeah, I can see it, can't I? I'm trying to, so you can't really see what you're doing, and you squeeze and squeeze, nothing comes out, and you think, okay, squeeze hard, nothing comes out, squeeze harder, flood. You know, 1 drop is impossible really, but on the odd occasion I manage it. Oh, you know, because I've put them in twice last night, well, from yesterday. It says 4 times a day, and once this morning. Or did I do them 3? No, I did 2. So I didn't really have them that long. So yeah, that's what I've been doing with myself. Oh, and listening to some music, and making tea. That was it really. Not much else. You know, just having a pedicure and a pamper, and looking after my hands, and because I've, you know, noticed that I've got a little bit of that dry skin coming back, so I've got to start with that up again. Yeah, I can't wait to get the appointment through for dermatology and see what's what. I got my podiatrist appointment. They wrote to me yesterday saying, sorry, we've got to cancel it and it'll be a bit later on. See this? I bought this for Christmas. I thought it might be fun. Now it lights up and it's like a little garland. So I took the plastic off it today. Doesn't work. So I think I have some of these batteries. I'll give it a try. It doesn't work. And I've got the little card here that came on it. But I can't remember where I bought it and it doesn't say. It does have a little demonstration thingy about how to change the batteries, so I'm going to give it a try. I don't know if they're the same, the ones I've got. But I thought, you know, it's going to be a bit, you know, what's the word? Anticlimactic, if that's a word. Not being all sort of lit up. How annoying is that? I guess I should have tested it in the shop. Maybe that's why it doesn't work. Perhaps everybody was testing it in the shop and left it on and it drained the battery. Perhaps, I don't know. But I'll have to give it a go. I've got several little things for Christmas. I've built them up over the years. I've got a few of those things that you put on your head. One's got a Christmas tree on it. One, I think, has got deer antlers. And I've got a new one that's got something else on it that I can't remember at the moment. It's in the... keep forgetting to bring it in. But I will, yeah. And I've got all these kind of different Christmassy tops. I did have one last year that was Patrick Stewart, Make It Snow. I have to find that one. I think it might be in my wardrobe somewhere. But I do have one that's like a Santa suit, one that's like an elf. Just T-shirts, but, you know, try and get a little bit in the festive mood. So I've been doing a little bit of Black Friday shopping. And some time ago, I said that I wanted to get another Ninja. Not one of those, but, you know, a proper Ninja. Because although I got my one, it's old. And I say it's old, it was new to me, but I'd left it in the box for about 1.5 years. And it had been superseded by the time it came out the box. It might have even been more. Probably was, about 2.5 years. Because I just got scared of it. I mean, seriously, this is a thing. I've heard that other people have said that they've had a Ninja, it's been in the box because they're just too scared of it. And I think part of the reason I've been scared of it is because it looks like a big bomb. You know, it does. Looks a bit like it's going to go off any second. So I do use it from time to time, do chicken in it really, really nicely. But I don't use it for a lot of other things. But I have an active fry, so I've always done, if I'm having any kind of chips, I do them in there anyway. So I've never used it for chips. But it's not big enough, really. I've always said this, that it's round and you can put a chicken in there, but it's weird trying to get it in the little basket for it. So I wanted one of those with the drawers and also wanted the oveny one. So I kind of started looking at them, and the actual Ninja shop itself has massive Black Friday savings, but on the NHS website, well, not the NHS website, but the Blue Light website, there's a deal. And I thought, I won't get both. You can't get two deals, you know, it'll be like Black Friday, but they won't honour another deal. And they did. So they virtually paid me to have these things. So I thought, can't really pass that opportunity up. Because it was, I always say, Black Friday is great if you wanted that thing. But if you didn't want that thing, it's 100% cost that you didn't need. You know, so that's what my kind of take on it is. But because I really wanted those, to get them that rock bottom was ridiculous. I've never done that well in a Black Friday before, but that's because I had a double whammy discount. And so yeah, I did get them, but now I've got to just kind of pay for them. Yeah, credit cards are a wonderful thing. I also had a double whammy discount on a new speaker, which, you know, when I looked on the app, it was on Black Friday in the shop, and then on the app it was save 30% on JBL speakers. I thought, what? So I thought, maybe I'll get that, you know. And I did, and it honoured it with the black. So again, it was next to nothing, so I had to have them. Really, they were just calling my name. I won't be spending anything else on the credit card. That's it now. I'm done with enough on the never tick, you know. So yeah, because we've had some like major purchases that we've got to kind of pay monthly for, like sofas, which will come. Went out looking at carpets as well yesterday, as we had to go to the doctor's, and so we had a little look around, because obviously the old one, well, it had been down for longer than I'd known Gary, much longer, and it was really badly discoloured and old, and you know, Gary's mum was elderly, so she spilt lots, and she's had various dogs that had done various doggy things in there. And it wasn't until you move furniture and you think, whoa, it was really blue once. You know, it wasn't anymore. So, and it came up and is now ready to go to the tip. So yeah, that'll get done. But that's it. That's kind of all I'm going to be able to spend. So I said I would do some unboxings, because I did also in the background order some Scoville Never Stick pans and stuff, and I want to unbox those, and I probably won't, I don't think I'll keep them, although that's from a catalogue called Very, so I could pay them free easy pays. So yeah, it's not too bad. But I see, I always have no credit. It's like me, no, I'm not having any credit. That's it. I'm never having credit. Don't want to pay monthly for nothing. And I will be, because you can't get off it really. If you need stuff, you need stuff, don't you? Plus, I watched this program, right, and it was about are air fryers really any good? And it was a proper in-depth look. How much? Because I always thought, they're on all that time, are they really saving money? So they did that. They did a study, and they looked at air fryers, slow cookers, and conventional ovens, and they did it with a scientific bent. They went to some laboratory and tested the kilowatt hours that they burn, and the thing that came out the cheapest to run was the air fryer. The second cheapest to run was a slow cooker, which you think is on for ages, so therefore it's not going to be economical, but it isn't too bad. The thing that came out the most guzzling of energy, obviously, was the oven. So as much as I did use the Ninja quite a lot at first, I stopped kind of, but I'm going to keep it going now, and hopefully get used to the new way of embrace the energy saving, because you know what, it was so cheap to buy them, and the other one had just been sitting in the back room for so long, just sitting there in the box, thinking it's so big and so kind of scary looking. And I've even used it on a pressure cooker, which is the scariest thing in the world, but I have and I even went wrong once, and it started like going crazy on the side, so I just went in and thought, right, I'm going to shut myself away. See if it blows. It blows, I can't really, and it didn't. It fizzled itself out. It was obviously the vent was open and it shushed everything out, and yeah, so once it had calmed down and stopped, I thought, right, I'm going to have to try and open the lid and hope it doesn't blow my arm off, and there was nothing left in there. It all escaped. So, yeah, they're not as scary as they used to be for me. I'm quite used to them now. But none of the newer things have got that. So whether I will even keep the old one, I don't know. I'm in two minds about that, because, pressure cooker's good. So, yeah, don't know. We haven't got the cupboard space. But I'm not sure about these pans. I don't think they're going to be big enough. So I'll unbox them, probably over on Rocksteady, but I don't think I'll keep something, I think, because I want the omelette pan. For omelettes, basically. But yeah, we'll see. Cheers. I'm gonna have a quick slap. Nom 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 nom. And let's have a look at the joke, shall we? Light bulb. Where are we? There's a knock at the door. Bear with me, it's probably a parcel. Back, guys, back. Wasn't a parcel. Well, you know, it's this time of year, isn't it? Most of my Christmas shopping's done online because I don't like crowds. I do the odd occasional shop, but it's so much easier than getting it delivered, especially if you can find free delivery. Anyway, that was not a parcel. That was a traveller, you know, a gypsy, a traveller, in one of those big wagon that they, you know, flat back things that they drive around in a lot of the time. And basically we had about 3 or 4 gas bottles outside, Colour gas bottles. When we kind of stripped the caravan, obviously to make it the Yana van, it was a proper kitchen at one point in there, and they had old Colour gas bottles. So we had about 3 of them, various sizes, and Gary thought, yeah, I could take them to the tip, try and dispose of them, but I only have to pay. I know they're worth money, because when you buy one, if you want to get another one, you have to kind of buy the next one, and then you can, from that moment on, swap them. So I know that they're not cheap anyway. So if I could stick them at the front, someone would take them. Nobody took them. Nobody. You know, you can put something out there and it will go. It's like, it's magic. But no one took them. Anyway, he said, oh, there's old gas bottles out there, love. Do you want them? So I said, no, you can have those. You can take them. So thanks a lot. Off he goes. So yeah, they're gone. Thank goodness for that. No more gas bottles. But yeah, it does work sometimes, you know. We have this man that comes around and collects scrap. That's not him, by the way. That's a different man. And because he's got one of those kind of trailers like that with a cage on the back. And he comes around and collects anything you put out, like a washing machine. You think, don't want that anymore. Put it out the front. Miraculously, it disappears. It's brilliant. It really is. Anyway. Yeah, you don't have to pay to have anything removed around here, you know. Just stick it out. Gone. Okay. The joke then. You thought I'd forgotten, didn't you? I'm going to do 2 because I know that I've done this one before, and I know it's so old that you've probably heard it a million times. Stars are like false teeth. They come out at night. So, yeah, that's an oldie but a goodie. When I was young, I got a job at a bakery. I needed the dough. I actually do like that one. It's quite clever. Because you need dough, don't you? And you needed the dough. It kind of works on... You don't have to explain it, you know, Trace. You don't. But we're going to give it another one of these. And a cheer. 2 for the price of 1 today. Ow. I cut myself the other day. Can you see that? And you know, because it's there, every time you move your hand, it opens. It's so annoying. I did it on a tin of tomatoes. I've got this really awful tin opener that don't go all the way round. So I pulled the tin opener back. It was when I made the spaghetti bolognese. And I put the tomatoes in. And then I thought, what am I going to do with this lid? So I went like that to push it in. But it cut my, it cut my hand as I did it. And I thought, don't bleed. And I looked at it and there was no blood. And I thought, good, it didn't go all the way through. It's not going to bleed. So I turned away and then suddenly it's all dripping down me. It did bleed. So I thought, I don't want a massive plaster. I can drink that tea in a minute. I don't want a massive plaster, so I put a corn plaster on it. You know when you buy a pack of plasters, Band-Aids for you guys across the pond, you sometimes get them little round ones. I thought, I'll stick a little round one on it. And it worked for a while and then it just fell off. Anyway, cheers. I will have a quick slurp now. I don't know if you're like me, but when I was going to tell you about that man, I really didn't know what to call him. I wanted to be a bit politically correct about it and not be insulting, but at the same time, I had to tell you, you know, he was a traveller. So we either call them, which is the derogatory term. It's like, you know, for the longest time when I was a child, they put it into us, don't call them black people, call them coloured. Well, it turns out that's the most patronising, horrible word you could call them. They don't like that. They'd much rather be called a person of colour or black. So what is it with travel? I don't know. Why do we get bent out of shape over these things for nothing? But I think the world is so PC now that we think, well, is it okay to call them a traveller? Is it all right to call them a gypsy? You know, obviously there are other words that you might not say. But, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Even just calling someone a name that you were told was fine, or that you think is not flattering, but you know what I mean, a nice word, you still in the back of your mind think, can I say that? Can I say that? Weird though. It's the way the world has gone, don't you think? It's all politically correct crazy. And it does rub off. It does rub off on us, doesn't it? Don't you think? Because you think twice about a word now when you never used to. You just should roll off the tongue. I mean, I think that, you know, there were TV shows that were really bad back in the day, and they should never have seen the light of day. You know, I'm thinking about Off Garnet and Love Thy Neighbour. Characters in them were funny, but when you look at the context, it's terrible. And there was an awful lot of that even at the time I found offensive. You know, even though in that climate it was a different world, I found it offensive. And yeah. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. But it is weird. I just sat there thinking, I don't know what to call him. A man. It's what he was after all. You know. Oh, so I'm really annoyed about my thingy not working. That is just so typical. I should have just tested it in the shop. Did I? No. That'll teach me. Oh, I've got some happy mail to show you. Yes, nearly forgot. I forgot this yesterday. Now, as you know, I've been getting... Oh, lordy, that was heavy. I've been getting some bits and pieces to make my stitch markers. So I've got these. I've got some little love hearts and stuff. Well, these... I'll pick those up in a minute. I thought there was a lot more than this, but maybe not. These are dead cute, and they are little tiny roses. Aren't they sweet? So, yeah, little tiny roses. I don't know if you can see them, they're that small. But we've got little roses in that one. Is that one? Yeah. And in this one, there's two things. Nearly forgot, didn't see that. We have little pearly things, right? It might be easier to see get one out of here, so I can open this one. Okay, so what do we got here? Wow, look, the little butterflies. Little butterflies, whee! Oh, are they butterflies? All different colours. But, oh, look, there's a little red one. Okay, I don't know which way around it goes. Probably doesn't matter. Yeah, so that cute? Is that cute? Yes, it is. Let's let me try and get a rose out. So tiny. I thought there were more roses than this. I've got a blue one. Can you see it? Isn't that cute? So I'm going to make some of those. Because at the moment, I've only made silver ones. But I thought, I'm going to get some colourful ones. Yes, indeedy. So, that's those. That is my little butterflies. Let's put them away. So what's the other one then? Is it the same? Is it butterflies or not? I can't really tell. Yes, it is. Yeah, there's 2 more packs of butterflies. Now I can look at them up close. 2 more packs. Isn't that cool? So all I need to do now is start working on them, because I have said that I'm supposed to be doing this, and I've been suffering with my eyes though, and when I'm kind of a little bit tired, they don't want to do that sort of thing. They don't even want to watch TV. I sit there with my eyes closed listening to the TV some of it, but hopefully the drops are going to kick in and make a difference. I've got to finish this tea. Hang on. Nearly slurped then. I would have been mortified if I'd slurped. I do need to finish it though, so this is a first. Ready? It's because there wasn't a lot there, and I knew I wasn't going to have to like gulp it. My moustache gone. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing these with my 2 instruments now. That'll be easier, because I was holding them with one. I need to cut my fingernails first though, because I don't think I can grip them. It might work now I've got 2 of these though. Let's see. But they are getting a bit long. Sometimes when they get long, they actually hurt me. I know, how can that happen? But it does, because I have a tendency to do this. And the other nail going down that one pushes too hard against the well, that's not the nail bed, is it? That's nail bed, I don't know. That bit. It joins you, and I end up making it sore. I just don't know why I can't seem to stop doing it. It's like one of those things. They get to a certain length and it's automatic. Very annoying. So last night I watched another JFK thing. There's so many on at the moment. The one that I watched last night was The Final Evidence. Well, it's not, obviously, because I know 60 years on they've released more evidence, but there is more to come out. So it's all that says The Final Evidence, but it's not quite. But that was the best one I've seen so far, because the others, as I say, they hark back to the official line in the first place, and I don't believe it. I'm just sorry, but I don't. And the more I watched that one, the more I was convinced that they still don't know exactly which elements were involved, but it definitely was part of the conspiracy. The whole turning their own kind of operation on itself, sort of thing. Yeah. Still one of my favourite times in history. Can't be off it, but you know. But that's what I was doing with myself after Gary went to bed. I watched that and caught up on Emmerdale, and then I went off to bed myself because I was quite tired yesterday. I've been feeling tired a lot lately, and I'm hoping it's either just a blip or that it's nothing untoward when I get my blood test results. So I might ring them soon, because I mean I can't remember when I went, but they say it usually takes about a week, so it's got to be kind of soon that they'd get the results back. We'll have to see. I have to ring the dermatology, because I think that's where they'll go. Anyway, what am I going to do today? Apart from my unboxings, I've got a few now that I can get on and do and show you. Apart from that, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I'm hoping it's not going to rain with that wind. It is pretty blustery still out there, but I noticed that when I opened the door. But it's not as bad as it was at 6 o'clock this morning, where it was banging. Because I knew that wasn't the wind banging, because it was someone who banged on the window. They didn't bang on the door. They didn't knock the knocker. So I thought the wind can't do that, not unless it's throwing things at the house. But so yeah, I will see you a bit later on, and thank you for watching. And I will. So I don't know. I don't know what to do today. I'll find something. I'll think of something. Maybe I'll do a tutorial. You never know. I need to sort my computer out so I can get that left-handed one done for the scrunchie. But I might get round to a tutorial. We'll see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.